Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into a daily read for Monday. I hope you're doing well. As you can hear, I'm struggling with my voice today, but we have 5 cards on the board from the Mystic Mondays Tarot, and the only one that I've looked at so far was the middle card. And so we're beginning your daily read for Monday with the 9 of Wands. So for one, if not multiple reasons, you're feeling a bit out of it, maybe tired, drained. Somebody drawn to the reading is just feeling overworked, maybe a little bit under the weather. So it maybe is purposeful that I'm sounding the way I'm sounding. Anyways, but so this day also maybe highlights for some drawn to the reading, not everybody, but some within this collective, the fact that you are a bit guarded at this time, maybe a bit, you're pessimistic, but I'm getting more of a worried about the future kind of vibe in a protective sense. But yeah, either way, you're going to be throughout this Monday period being drawn to this reading in this 9 of Wands energy in, I want to say, more than one way. But we're moving on to the 9 of Cups. So the 99 number is on the board. Don't know why I said it like that. But the number 99, if you look up the angel number meaning, that holds significance for you. But the 9 of Cups talks about you being in the midst of a wish fulfillment that you at times, even throughout this Monday specifically, you seem to forget or ignore or overlook. And so it's a Monday where you are, being pushed to remember and notice that you're in the midst of something that you asked for once upon a time, rewinding back. And they're saying at times, excuse me, when you're in this kind of energy, this 9 of Wands energy, being a bit heavy and just kind of, I want to say, burdening, it's very easy to overlook and ignore, not notice these positives, okay? And so Spirit's saying this Monday period, even surrounding it, gives you prime opportunity to realign your focus at certain points and to focus on what is working for you, what you have at hand that you asked for, even things that you didn't ask for that you have that are working for you, and try to let that sort of outweigh the heaviness of our center energy here. But we're moving on to another positive energy surrounding the 9 of Wands, the Ace of Cups. So Monday's going to be a day where you will be feeling at certain points the sense of your cup it's like your cup is about to overflow with abundance. And that could be one, if not multiple forms. And it seems to be a time period where you're wanting to get more of a handle, a grip on what's taking place. Maybe this is more in regards to the future for you individually, but it seems to be a period where, okay, your entanglements are taking a focus is what I'm getting. And there's something about you needing to perfect at least one aspect of a situation. It could be obviously more than one, but there's at least one that's taking a focus. And so we're moving on to the top right as I struggle to the furthest extent, the Four of Swords. And so they're saying for one, if not multiple reasons, you need this sort of reminder that you are protected. And it feels to be, again, this very, as we mentioned before when we talked about you being a bit guarded and protective, and protecting, the future, whatever's at hand, you name it. You're in this kind of energy once again, while Spirit's saying, let us take care of certain things that you're concerned about or worried about, or maybe overdoing throughout this day and surrounding it in regards to. And it feels like you're wanting things to be more perfect for some reason, or more in place, more in order. But they're wanting you to remember as well, it's just one day. It's just one day. Excuse me. But the last one is the Six of Swords, because for some reason you can't help but throughout this Monday think about what you've left behind. And then you're thinking about what you're meant to more than ever sail towards moving forward. And it feels like this thought process, this focus, really gives you opportunity to change your current outcome, to make things smoother moving forward, to maybe adjust what you haven't adjusted, up until this point, And so there feels to be, yeah, this purposeful focus, again, upon what you left behind, what you sailed away from, and what you have yet to in the near future. But let's pull a couple more cards. The number 518 is significant. 518. Wow. The Queen of Wands. Why are you feeling a bit disconnected? Definitely could be part of this Nine of Wands energy for you, but it seems like a lot of which within this collective are, it's like you're trying to dig for this, okay, patience maybe, but your passion that maybe you once upon a time had fully, or more so, or it could be more just this day period or recently. It's been a bit far away from you, if you will. Um, but it does feel like you're motivated, but you may have to dig for it at the beginning stages of this day. Now, the Chariot card says that you again are motivated, confirming what we're saying, but it does feel like you need more fun in your life. You know, you wake up and you do the same things, or you wake up and you choose to live a very simplistic or expected lifestyle once again. There's just something about things not being as joy filled, excitement filled as it could be, even maybe in comparison to how it once was. But naturally, with how I'm sounding and feeling right now, your health is going to be a focus as well. Have you been taking really good care of yourself? Can you improve in regards to that? And they're saying when you're thinking about what you don't have, what you lack, what you still have yet to achieve or acquire moving forward, we need you to think more in regards to what you can do to take care of yourself in your current day reality to prepare for what you have yet to acquire, achieve, gain. You know what I mean? See change for yourself, because it feels like you may be a little bit too future focused to the point where you're not utilizing and adjusting your current day reality enough. Okay? Find the balance in it all. But we're moving on to the Judgment card in reverse. It feels like Spirit is being honest with you while you're not being completely honest with yourself. You might as well find there's a lack of complete uh, vocalizing or complete honesty within one connection within your life. If that's not for you, then so be it. But as well, I'm getting from this, the box here, you're going to feel a sense of freedom throughout this day. You can structure at least part of this day period to your liking, to your advantage. It could be more in regards to how you go about this and that, you know, your choices playing into it. It could be in regards to the future for some, but it feels like there's a sense of freedom throughout this day for one, if not multiple reasons. I don't know why I'm getting the word fridge. There's something about a fridge for you. Anyways, but we're moving on to the Knight of Cups. So there's a sense of you being a compassionate, caring, kind soul. And you could find a sense of love or the potential of which, even if you don't have anybody in your life, that's taking a focus, at least at certain points throughout this day. But interestingly enough, the Five of Wands talks about past heavy energy that you've dealt with, past difficulties that may seem to take a highlight at certain points throughout Monday for you to better your current day reality and your future by maybe again having a better perspective, your focus playing into it. But it does seem to be a time for you to notice where you can now eliminate or minimize this Nine of Wands energy because you don't have as much of this in your life, or at least the same form or forms that you once did. But it does feel like there are certain maybe noise factors or energy factors, little things that don't feel ideal, but Spirit's saying nothing's perfect, and you need to remember this. But it does feel like, as well, a period where things are kind of overlapping and piling upon each other, and you can't help but feel this sort of reassessing energy is what I'm getting coming to be. But the Ten of Wands says that things can feel heavy at times, but it's all about how you manage it, deal with it, maybe at times reject or avoid it, or again, reassess. It feels like you need to think about how you can manage things moving forward, but there's also a sense of you not knowing how heavy the energy in a situation is going to be moving forward. Okay. But they're saying as well Think about what you do and what you don't do, from the past currently, and how that's affecting the energy in the air, all right, in certain situations, or at least one in particular. But they're saying you're going to find yourself going through certain important decisions and fleeting moments where you need to trust yourself, okay? And you may as well find with the Two of Pentacles, it's a Monday where you're going through a balancing act, okay? But it's something that I feel you've asked for, or at least you are meant for in some way, shape, or form. But this could feel like a bit of an all over the place kind of day, but at the same time, you will feel quite accomplished. And you're going to need to remember, especially by the end of this day, that you are where you are for a reason. And again, this could be that wish fulfillment for you, but it does feel like a day where you're a bit out of it, or again, in this Nine of Wands energy. But I'm hearing you have it going on, and the upcoming days will feel a lot less heavy and more healthy. All right? So those are your messages for Monday. I hope they're truly helpful. I'm sending you love and light. Take care.